welcome to Cicalia Botanicals. This is Lena with your April 2020 Tarot Horoscope reading. I went ahead and did the reading already for you so we could just jump right into it. So for this month, I decided to do two theme cards. One from the Oracle deck, the Divine Feminine, and then one actually from a tarot deck, the Deviant Moon Tarot. So for you this month, April 2020, Aries, we have the Cosmic Egg, the Divine Feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. You also received the Six of Cups. So we'll get into that in a moment here. To read quickly for you, well, maybe not quickly, these sometimes can be long, so bear with me. This is the last card in this deck, and this actually, I drew this theme card for myself almost a week ago and had a really great day. So that with the Six of Cups, which to me is a really happy card, a joyful, a more playful card, this could be quite an interesting month for you, more than you might consider with the way things are at the moment in time. The Cosmic Egg, the Divine Feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. The Cosmic Egg is the core symbol of the Divine Feminine's creative force. It is a spiritual motif found in the creation myths of countless cultures and civilizations. It represents a birth, a new beginning, or an expansion of life. In the Rig Veda, one of the oldest texts in any Indo-European language, the cosmos is described as a golden egg-shaped womb. The entire universe is said to have emerged from it. In Greek mythology, the Orphic egg hatched the primordial hermaphroditic deity, who then created all the gods and goddesses. It is depicted as an egg with a serpent wrapped 3 times around it. In Egyptian, Chinese, and Polynesian mythologies, among many others, creation begins with an egg. And in the Christian tradition, Mary Magdalene used the egg to describe how life begins again after death. In modern cosmology, it is believed that 13 billion years ago, the entire mass of the universe was compressed into a gravitational singularity, the so-called cosmic egg. And from that singularity, the universe has expanded ever since to its current state and continues in this moment to expand even further. When your soul selects this card, nothing needs to happen. Everything is exactly as it should be. You hold the universe inside you. All life emerges from within. If you try to exert pressure for something to exist before it's ready, that new life within you won't have the time it needs to fully form. The cosmic egg is the essence of the divine feminine. It is the ultimate symbol of the creative force that exists within each one of us. It's the dark, loving womb that holds and protects all creative expression of life. If we allow what's within us to emerge in divine timing, in kairos or soul time, then that's within us will transform us. The egg is the trust that what is ours can never be taken from us, so there's no need to answer the ego's push to rush the process, to impress others, or to complete something on someone else's timeline. The egg is the faith that our process is sacred, that even in the midst of what looks like chaos or delay or even death, there is a tendril of new life that needs only our trust to eventually take form. And the egg is the knowing that life begins again after death from within. Your soul voice meditation for the month is, where am I ready to expand? And your intention, I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. So that combined with the Six of Cups energy is your overarching theme for the month of April 2020. So this I see as you getting back to your roots, back to what gives you childlike joy, searching deep within your own self and going after your deepest heart's joys and desires, and realizing that this is actually potentially a very great time in the world, with everything that's going on, with so much on pause and so much unknown, to press forward with exploring more of your own beliefs and your own dreams and ambitions on your own terms. I also see this as a time where in our culture, I've been very guilty of this myself this past several weeks, feeling like, okay, well, I have all of this downtime. So what I should be doing is pressing forward very ambitiously with my personal ambitions, my personal business, and even desires. Like all these things that I want to learn, I should be on it. I should be learning all of it every day, and utilizing every moment, a free moment that I have right now to its fullest potential to really maximize this moment of pause, except for realizing that in itself is not a pause. It's just shifting manic, ambitious energy from over here to over here. And there is a lot of self-gratification in that process, and it can feel really good to the ego, right? That, oh my gosh, I can do all of this me stuff now, and I can do, and maybe that work, I think what these cards are saying to us is enjoy the moment, like play. Allow it to just be about play sometimes. It doesn't have to have a purpose. You don't have to meet any deadlines. The universe isn't requiring you to complete some massive goal when everything returns back to normal, if it ever does, right? So I understand that in times of unknown, it can be uneasy. It can be difficult to not know what the plan is, to know where you're going, right? So a good way to handle that is to develop your own plan and your own course of action and your own to-do list every day, and set up your own projects and tackle those with your fierce, fiery passion. Just be careful of how you go about setting up those goals for yourself, and look at what your ambitions are behind those, and take the pauses to just be a pause, to relax. That's when we do our healing, right? When get enough sleep, take the time to eat well, enjoy the time that you have to take as long as you want to eat, if you are in that moment that many of us are right now. If your life has significantly changed due to what's going on in the world, allow yourself the moment that you're being given to enjoy it. Okay, so enough about that. Jumping into April 2020 astrological events here that are affecting all of us, right? On April 3rd, we have Venus entering Gemini. So Gemini is a very social sign, a very chatty sign, it's an air sign, very intellectual, lots of thoughts, lots of ideas. And this energy could be really inspirational to you, Aries, as a fire sign. Venus is a sign of love and friendship and beauty. You might be feeling like many of us right now might be feeling a little bit of cabin fever, or missing friends, or a strong desire to get out and communicate more your ideas and your ambitions and your goals and your dreams and all of these new discoveries that you've made about yourself and all these things that you want to do and that the world can do, and wanting to get out there and research more and share and learn and ask questions and of those around you, and develop your relationships, your more intimate relationships on a deeper, more profound level. On the 7th, we have the full moon going into Libra, so we start the month off with a waxing moon. Libra is more about balance in relationships, more peace, more harmony. You might be wanting to spend more quality time with your loved ones, even though you've probably been spending a lot of time, but you might find that this time you're feeling an even stronger desire to have an even deeper connection, or be willing to compromise on things that maybe you didn't think you were willing to compromise on before. So interesting time for new conversations and developments on where are we going next, what's happening here, what can we do with the situation, where's our silver lining here, and remember allowing yourself on full moons to really just be kind with yourself and understand that full moons typically bring up emotions to the surface that we don't always want to deal with. That's why I think they say people act a little bit crazier. Those that work in the customer service industry feel typically that people get a little crazy around the full moon because people are out and things are coming to the surface, and you're around people, and these mixed emotions being sprung up all around you, sometimes within a person that sometimes is not as aware, that tends to have more of a reaction during the full moon. On April 19th, we have the sun moving into Taurus energy, so it's moving out of your sign right now in your sign Aries at the beginning of the month. So this fiery energy right now, not your fault, Aries, but I do think that this fiery energy can fuel more fears, right? More anxiety, for sure. So even anger at the beginning of the month, a little bit more prone to bouts of I want to say yelling or blow-ups, little arguments here and there. So be careful with that. But then we move into on the 22nd into the Taurus energy. We get back to that more. That homey energy isn't to say that Taurus energy doesn't have its own difficulties with stubbornness and I'm right and you're wrong type of stuff. But you will find that maybe you're a little bit more romantic, a little bit more sentimental, totally fine with, you're really comfy with being home. You might have some more possessive issues, or if there's been jealousy issues, those might be coming up a little bit. However, typically though, I think there's going to be really strong, loyal vibes going on, and it's going to feel, for most people, pretty nice. On April 25th, Pluto goes retrograde into Capricorn, and it's going to stay retrograde until October 4th. So Pluto retrograde is all about shadow work. And Capricorn is a hard-working sign. It's a sign of energy that's like very tough on oneself, very high standards, typically very loyal, and more traditional in mindsets, typically, not always. It can have kind of like this rebellious streak, but in a very maybe ironical way, ways you might not expect. Um, there might be issues for a lot of people coming up in terms of authority figures and work and finances and power struggles. So what I would say to everyone, that what's going on right now is with this Pluto and Capricorn, right? There's going to be some major things triggered, and that the effects of that will continue to go on and through October, at least October 4th. You're going to be feeling things bubbling up to the surface, questioning why some things were handled certain ways or not other ways, or where's your own authority in your life and in your community, and what kind of a say do you have in your own day-to-day life or in your own household. A lot of things will be coming to the surface, and you'll be starting to feel that at the end of the month. And take it easy on yourself and on your loved ones as they deal with their own shadow work. And then on April 27th, we have Mercury moving into Taurus. So Mercury is the planet of communication, technology, transportation, and Taurus is an earth sign. It's slower to process, slower to change, right? So as a fire sign, fire and air signs typically move faster than earth and water signs. And as a fire sign, you may struggle a little bit with this communication being in Taurus. There's going to be more of like patience, still waiting for things to come through. Yes, I'm sorry. That's probably going to be likely even still through the end of the month. Practical, like things get really all about the practical and weighing costs, more so than even at the beginning of the month. Patience, patience, patience. Okay, Aries. So you're going to want to probably have things be moving faster than they will be. And I promise you, though, that it's good at times for things to be thoroughly evaluated and everything laid out and get to the core about what is practical. Okay, so going into your actual reading, I have you at the beginning of the month starting out in the energy of the Judgment card. So you're probably starting out this month really feeling where you have done the work, where you have excelled, and where you have slacked, and where you have lacked. And all of those things, you really are feeling the ramifications, positive and negative, right? And right behind you, we have the energy of the King of Cups. So I see that as you do have some probably male figure in your life that loves and cares for you very much, taking good care of you, supporting you through all of this, and having your back and feeling a lot more solid maybe than you have in the past. However, what I do have crossing you is the Five of Cups. There is definitely some disappointment. I could guess it's similar to what we are all feeling. It could be romantic, it could be financial, but I do typically the Five of Cups is a divorce card. Now, with the King of Cups being directly behind you, for most of you, I actually don't see that as that. I don't see it as a breakup card. I do see it as some loss of personal, honestly, identity. You're probably some aspect of your identity has been dismantled due to what is going on in mass for the world. I think something has been taken away from you, and you are feeling its loss significantly, and it's preventing you from moving forward in something in your life that you were really hoping to be moving forward with at this point in time. However, I see Eight of Cups. You're walking away from it / diving deeper in yourself to learn more about yourself, what your motivations were for this work or this identity, and leaving aspects of it behind. Like when things go back to normal, I think that there are some things you will no longer be working towards anymore. And you're taking some truer identity where you are actually feeling more supported and more centered and grounded with you, and you will begin to feel that confidence come back in due time. The head of what's really going on in your mind a great deal. Page of Pentacles. I think money is on a lot of our minds right now, right? Stability, financial stability. But it's more than just that for you. There was something that you were in the beginning stages of that I think you were excited about, that you're not really sure what to do with next. And you're waiting, you're on pause, but you haven't let it go. I mean, it's on your mind a lot, right? Some business ventures that you either had just started or was newish, or some new job, right, that you don't currently have, that you're deciding, do you continue on with this? What's going on with this? Do I start looking for something else? But something not completely new either. It's something that you have experience in and you do have confidence in, but you're kind of past the very beginning apprenticeship phase, but you're not a master of yet, if that makes sense. In your subconscious or in your feelings, we have the Knight of Swords. So you have a lot of fighting energy stirring a lot of your emotions right now, that I think, even though in your head, you know, let's wait it out, let's pause, let's not do anything drastic, right? There are some urges bubbling up that I'd say keep guard, keep watch on. However, your advice, we have the Eight of Wands. So, there is something that the cards are recommending that you push forward with quickly with your natural fiery energy, okay? So it's something that's more from the gut and less from like the over analytical thinking. I would say also, I'm getting, be careful of your words, right? Don't react. Process things before speaking them. Be wise, because your words could have some serious ramifications in the future if not wise. What you cannot control. Seven of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. So Seven of Pentacles, sacrifices or deciding to cash in on something or wait. You really are going to not be able to decide. Probably because things are on pause for all of us. So my guess is that your outside world is, you can't really cash in on this yet. Wait. And then we have the Queen of Cups, something that brings you great joy that you just have. It can't be taken away from you. It is yours. It's rightfully yours. So no concern or worry in that regard. Your hopes and fears. So your hopes, the Page of Wands. So there's some new idea lining up with this Page of Pentacles energy, and you are excited about this. You are passionate about this. You are feeling, I think, this is your calling. This is your path. And you're on hold because of some disappointment, preventing you from taking those next steps. And I do see, though, that at the end of the month, we have Six of Wands and Five of Swords. So Six of Wands, you do feel there is going to be some success for you. However, You are probably going to have to fight for it. You are probably going to have to defend your stance. However, I see this as don't give up. And the message I'm getting is, even if you feel alone in this, you aren't alone. And like I said, going back to watching your words, especially fighting words, be wise, and let go of like selfishness, let go of some fears, some potentially irrational fears. But I do see at the end of the month you will see some success, and likely in this new endeavor, when you learn to let go of some things that are no longer serving you, some self-beliefs, and then go deeper in yourself, looking at your motivations, your fears, and your lifelong dreams and aspirations to fuel pressing forward with what is yours. And remembering that the theme for you this month as the cosmic egg, what is yours and can't be taken from you. So let go of the fear. So press forward this month, Aries. Keep your chin up, keep doing your work, but also allow yourself the time to pause and to play and to smile and to feel childlike joy again. Come forward and press forward with things from a place of gratitude and health. And all should be well. I look forward to you achieving some success and some victories, and I hope that you can hold on to those in the next coming month, knowing that success will continue to be yours and you were able to achieve things in difficult times. Thank you again for joining me, and I wish you so much health, wealth, and happiness. Thank you again.